Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be doing a solo playthrough of Vantage. And so in this video, I am expecting it will take me a little bit longer to achieve an ending than the last time I played this on the channel. But either way, we're going on an adventure. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I am ready to play a game of Vantage, and I will be playing on Daring mode today. This is the second time I've played Vantage on the channel, but the last time, if you've watched that video, if you haven't, I recommend you go and check it out. But on that first one, it was a fluke. I completed my mission and my destiny, so I got the epic victory in I don't know, a half dozen turns, and I completely stumbled into it. It's not like I was trying to speed run it. Yeah, it was a total fluke, and it was kind of funny. But that has not been really my experience with this game, either before or since. I've played it mostly solo, but I've played it with 3 players as well. I've taken this on family vacations and played it, and that's been pretty fun too. But I've got locations 0 and 1 open here. I'm going to go through the setup. I'm going to randomize my character, but like I said, I'll be playing on Daring mode. I've got my 10 challenge dice because this is, of course, a solo game. And then as I begin doing the setup process, now is a good time to thank all of my coffee supporters. So again, Table for One can be supported on Ko-fi. That's Ko-fi. There's a link in the description. And so I want to put up on the screen all of my supporters who have reached reserved seating status at Table for One, which is to be a monthly contributor, because you can make a donation to the channel either monthly or one time, in either case for as little as $1, but you set the amount. And also I've got my Table for One Head of the Table award for the top 10 contributors over the last 90 days. So thank you to each of you as well. And even if your name didn't make the lists, your support is greatly appreciated. It keeps this channel free of mid-video advertisements, and that's the way I would sure like it to stay. And so one more time, if you would like to support Table for One, head over to my Ko-fi page, Ko-fi, and see if you can get your name up here on the list. And then, of course, you can always like this video. You can share it with somebody else who might enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But let's get going. I've got Soren the Navigator. That's who I ended up with. So here's that grid. I've got some skill tokens here. So 2 look, 1 for help, 1 for take. Our mission, this is an interesting one, is conquer an entire city. So when we're in a city location, we could do this conquer action. Conquer part of a city, perform this action on a city location, read entry 1592 in the Overpower storybook. That is interesting. And our escape pod here is going to location 6. And so I need to do one more roll to find out where we land. We've got orange and red. That's engage and overpower. So I get a couple more skill tokens for that. There's a good variety of skill tokens. And I'm headed to location 212. So we can put this one away. And here we are at location 212. So what's going on here? Got this symbol down here in the bottom left, and it reads, "A bulky animal rears up before you, drawing to nearly twice your height." It looks very blocky for an animal, so this seems to be like some sort of cool sentient. And it looks like we can do normal move actions to go west or east, but north or south is going to be a special move action. And the things we can do here from top to bottom, we can chase, observe, coax, feed, catch, or hunt. And I don't think I want to do any overpower actions because I'm going to be trying to conquer a whole city, I guess, and that's an overpower test of 9, so I'm going to want to hold on to any overpower tokens I get. And then I'm not sure what else is going on this card. It looks like sort of a rocky landscape, but what's in the background there? Is this all clouds and mist, or are there structures in there? It's a little bit hard to tell, but it looks cool. I've just crash landed. I get out of my pod. This animal is rearing up, and it's twice as tall as me. Ooh, and while I'm thinking about it, I didn't take my 2 when placed boost tokens. Let's grab those. So of course, in addition to the card actions and the depart action, I could take actions for my mission, so I can pivot, research, plead, and hone. And then my character actions are to master, buy, and equip. And so let's start with a character action. Let's find out what this master action is. So that's a look action, and this is card 1436. So I go to the look storybook and I find 1436. And that reads, it is a look test of 5. Master some survival skills. You may perform this action at most once per game. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to spend my 2 look tokens, so I need to roll 3 challenge dice. So let's get going here. All right, this one is fine, and then a time and a health. So I tell you what, because this is a look test, I can put the health here and gain a boost. So I'll take that, and then I can put the time there. So those are mitigated. And now it says, you master some skills that may help you to survive on this planet. Gain experience card 1455, 1 move and 1 engage. There's my move, here's another engage, and here's card 1455. So it's nice that I still have the same amount of skill tokens. Let's see what this is. Experience. So I can place a challenge die here on move actions and get a boost, and this setback icon when I'm taking engage actions can get me a health. That's pretty cool. And it says, if full, of boost, if I get 3 boosts there, if full, at end of turn, you must lose this card and gain 1 move and 1 engage. You may then replace your character, transferring their boost tokens with card 1442. So let's put this in my grid, maybe right here. All right, and I'm still at this location with this bulky animal, and I'm pretty interested in it. And now I've ended up with 2 engage, and I have a place to mitigate with engage. So maybe I'll take an engage action and try and coax this animal. Because I don't want to hunt it. I don't want to feed it because I don't know what it eats. It might eat me. I don't know if I'm ready to catch it. Chasing it could scare it off. Observing's not bad, but I want to pair up with this thing. I want to befriend it. So we're going to try and coax the animal over to you. This is a engage test of 5. So again, I will spend my 2 tokens and then roll 3 challenge dice. Wow, look at that. Okay, no penalties. I was kind of okay if I got 1 setback, but that's fine. And now let's see the result. The animal lumbers in your direction, metallic joints scraping and grinding. The creature is eager to entertain, and soon it's rolling around on the ground in front of you. Gain animal 829. So here is 829, and you can see it's the same creature that's there on the card. Oh, and this one will give a boost also on any engage test. So that's cool. So I'm getting pushed into doing some engage actions, and then to fill this with boost, which I would like to do, I just have to mitigate die on movement. So that could either be movement actions, or it could be on some of these specialized depart actions. So it shouldn't be too hard to fill that with boost. But I guess before I do, I would like to get a couple of hearts out of it, because that would be good. So anyway, this is a Nexus Bear. It has 2 boost available to it, and you can spend the 2 boost for the animal is now loyal to you. Replace this with animal 830. Okay, so let's put the Nexus Bear right there in my grid. Cool. Now I can't do anything else at this location, so I need to move, and I am curious about whatever is going on in front of me there. So let's move north. Let's go in that direction. So this is interesting. So 212 north is a movement test of 2. It says evade the animal to proceed north, and then parenthetically, if the animal is no longer an obstacle, reduce this cost to 1. So I would say the animal is not an obstacle because it's now loyal to me. So I just have a movement cost of 1, and I could spend this skill token, but I would rather maybe put some boost on this experience here. So I'm just going to roll 1 challenge die. I could just do that right here. And we get this setback, so I'll put that here. Gain a boost on my experience card. There we go, I like that. And we read, as you head north, you catch a hearty whiff of the large lotus on the right. Gain 1 health. You may also lose 1 curse, then go to 217. So, okay, gain 1 health, I like that. And now we replace our location. Oh, but I guess before we do, it said there's a large lotus to the right. I wonder if it's that right there, that little thing. Is that the large lotus, or is there something else I'm not understanding about this picture? I don't know. But here's the new location, 217. Suffer 1 cold damage. Well, that's unfortunate. And it does look a little spookier up here. The card reads, a metal fence blocks the path to the frigid north. And it looks like kind of a spiky fence. I do see the overpower symbol on that rock there. That's interesting. The overpower action is cut, so I assume you cut the fence and then you can continue north. But my other options are to climb, inspect, persuade, assemble, disarm, and cut. And I am a little incentivized just to take the engage action, but I don't know. Persuade is kind of odd here. I don't know who I'm persuading. I feel like assemble might be more useful. Like maybe I can make something, or again, I don't know who I'd be disarming. Maybe disarming the fence. I don't know. But assemble seems like an interesting idea. I think I want to try that. So yeah, let's assemble. So this is a help test of 6. Wow. Okay. A set of stone steps over the fence. So that's what we're assembling, a set of stone steps to get over the fence. Oh man, well, I don't really want to get over the fence. But yeah, this is going to be a help test of 6. I'm going to spend my 1 token to make it a help test of 5. And so here are 3 challenge dice, and there are not enough left. So we've got to reset the pool, clear these locations, and I need 2 more. All right, let's hope for a good roll on this one. That's a lot of dice. All right, so we've got 2 blanks. We've got 1 setback, but I can't place it there. This is a help test, so I can't use any of those 4. This is the only spot I can use. I do have 1 time, so I'll use it. I'm going to have to suffer the penalties. Here's 1 setback and 1 morale. All in all, that could have been worse. But yeah, I definitely thought it'd be like assembling something from the fence to like make a tool or something, but that's okay. We're going to assemble a set of stone steps over the fence. Some other travelers applaud the effort and give you some spare snow gear in appreciation, saying you'll need it in the cold north. Gain item 928. You may go north to 222. So before I decide, let's look at 928. So this is a garment, and it looks like I can place a challenge die on it when I take a move action that is specifically hike, trek, or trudge. And when I do, I gain a boost. I can spend 2 boost from here to refresh the die, or refresh 1 die, and I can spend 1 to conceal. If you would gain a curse, ignore it. That's interesting. And ignore cold damage. So, okay, I guess that makes me more interested in going north, because it's going to be frigid up there, but I won't take a bunch of damage for it, so I can just continue to explore. And I do want to take move actions. I don't... I mean, I guess it would be good to have this conceal ability, but I do want to continue to push this this experience card as well. But again, this challenge I just did says you may go north to 222. So I think I will. I take that to mean I'm going to 222. So here we are, 222. Suffer 1 cold damage, ignore cold damage. So I don't have to worry about it. I'm prepared. And we have the Traveler here, as well as some sort of sentient right there. Let's see what the Traveler says. This snow pig pup is separated from its pack. Sinew sentients often hunt in this cold area, so this animal is trying to find its way to warmer temperatures in the southeast. Well, south and east are both more difficult to get to. West is not too bad. I don't know if I want to mess around with a snow pig pup. I've already got a Nexus bear. It looks like maybe there's some sort of flying animals up here. There's definitely some trees, but it's just a lot of snow. It looks kind of mountainous up ahead. I don't know. I wonder if I can take the move action here to just guide the snow pig pup so I can kind of help it along its way a little bit, and that'll let me take a movement action, which could help give me a boost there. Then again, I'm kind of incentivized to take these engage actions. This is coax. I don't know if I need 2 animals to be with me. So let's do something totally different. Let's take a mission action. And let's take the engage action on there, again, just because I'm sort of incentivized to take engage actions. And this one is plead. I don't know who I'm pleading with, but let's take the plead action on 1592. So this is an engage action, or an engage test of 2, and it says, plead for someone to support your mission. This action can be performed at most once per game. So it's just 2 challenge dice on this one. Let's grab 2 challenge dice. I don't have any skill tokens to spend, but hopefully I get a setback. I would like that. No such luck. So I'll put the health one here and gain a boost on the Nexus Bear, and then I'll put the blank one here in the challenge dice penalty area. So at least I've got one of those, and then let's see what the result is. A helpful sentient offers to lead you to a location just outside a city. Interesting. So we can choose, and it gives us a few location numbers, the entrance to the Eternal City, the entrance to the Golden City, and the entrance to the City of Stone. Or we can choose to just stay here and gain 1 boost. And I feel like I've been to the Eternal City or the Golden City or both. I'm not sure, but I don't think I've been to the City of Stone. I'm pretty confident in that. So I'm going to just go to that location. That is 727. So maybe it was the snow pig pup that helped me. But here's location 727, so I'm somewhere else in the world now. It definitely got me a lot closer to being able to take this action because I can go to the city and just take the action. But that is a huge test of 9. So I'm definitely not ready for it. But it reads here, a hillside city looms before you, its residents seemingly unbothered by the constant cascade of boulders from the west. So there's a move action, enter, and that is always available. The other actions are search, ask, assist, pickpocket, and pluck. Now I'm questioning myself. I had this sweet snow gear. Maybe I should have just stayed up north in the snow and explored for a while. But I think while I'm here, I'm going to take the ask action to again try and roll a setback and get a heart. So I look up location 727 in the Engage storybook, and that is the ask test is a skill test of 6. Wow. Ask a passerby about the city. That's a big test. So I've got a test of 6. I don't have any way to pay any skill tokens or anything. So here's 4. And then I'm going to have to reset the challenge dice again. I'll need 2 of them. And the rest come off of here. Man, big tests. Which is going to leave me a lot weaker if I try and do that overpower. But we'll see what happens. So, oof, 1 blank. Oh, we did get 1 setback, so I'll take that on this engage test, which gives me a health. And then I've got a time. I can mitigate that one. Health and 2 morale. My morale is already low. So I guess I'm going to put the morale here, which gives me a 2nd boost. I'll come back to that, which means I'm going to have to suffer these penalties of morale and a health. So the health that I gained, I just lose again, and then morale goes down. That's not good. Okay, but I do get my 2nd boost token here. Let's finish up this challenge. That was a real hard ask. So we asked a passerby about the city, and a sentient heading out of the city of Stone recommends a visit to the Adventure Academy, followed by the spa. Gain 1 coin, 2 boost, and 1 move. So here's 2 boost. I'm sure I'll be using those on the overpower test when I try and take over this city. And I gain 1 coin and 1 move. So the enter action is always available. So I think I'm going to enter the city now. So let's look that up. And this is a move test of 1. Okay, enter the city through the primary entrance. So I do have these 2 tokens, but I would rather roll a die because I want to get another boost on this experience card. So I'm just going to roll 1 of these. And it's a blank, but I can still put it here. So I'll put it there and get the boost. And so I need just 1 more. And so we've entered the city through the primary entrance. You're worried that 1 haphazard step on the path into the city will send you sprawling into the misty depths, but some unseen force pulls you into the front gate. Go to city 523. So we replace this card with 523, and that's a pretty cool looking city. The city of Stone is precariously windy. You may perform multiple different actions here, 1 per turn. And so I wouldn't mind doing some stuff to clear out these dice and then take the enter action so I can get my 3rd boost token here. Before I do any of this though, I can spend 2 boost on my Nexus Bear and the animal is now loyal to you. So I'm gonna refresh that die, remove the boost, and replace this Nexus Bear with 830. And that had been card 829, so I appreciate that they're next to each other since they're already in that location in the box. All right, 830. It's a loyal animal. It's got different stuff now. So engage will still get me a boost, but if I do the force action, then I can also mitigate here. So this has got 3 spots, Nexus Bear, 1 place to gain a boost, and that's cool. It's got this charm action to spend a boost from here. If interacting with a sentient or animal, re-roll up to 2 challenge dice for the cost of 1 boost. That's cool. That's a useful Nexus Bear. I like that guy. Like this bear. Okay, so now my goal is really to get 1 more movement die on my experience card so that I can level up my character. So before I do that, I need to take other actions so I can refresh. And when I do that, I can transfer my boost so I won't lose it because I want a lot of boost for this action, but I would like to level up the character first. So I think I'm going to try and access here. So that's a take test. And I'm going to do that simply because I have the token. I don't want to spend this token or these tokens. So hopefully that's not too tough, but we're going to access. Well, I guess I hope it's What am I trying? I'm trying to refresh the dice. So let's see. What can I mitigate? I can mitigate look and engage. I don't have a way to use this spot or that spot right now. So I guess I should either navigate or trade. And let's try navigate. Let's do that. Hopefully as the navigator, I can navigate. Okay. But this is a look test of 3. So navigate through the busy city toward a tavern. So I need to roll 3 challenge dice. So the next test, well, if it's a 1, it won't matter. I still need to refresh. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We've got, a setback and a morale and a time. So I think I'm going to put the morale here. I'm going to mitigate that one, gain a boost, because I don't want to lose more morale. That's already low. Take the setback penalty, and I'll take the time penalty. Okay, so it took a little time to climb up there, but let's see what we get now. Scientists in the rowdy tavern are boasting of their recent exploits. Choose one. Listen to an extended story told by a young cave explorer, or accept a dare to climb an infamous stone spire. And I don't think I'm looking to injure myself. I'm going to listen to an extended story told by a young cave explorer. So this says gain sentient 1346. So let's see what this cave explorer is telling us. Slab, the spelunker. So we'll go down here with this sentient. When placed, gain 2 boost. This sentient can learn, tease, swindle, or duel. And, if empty, lose this card, okay? We can spend a boost to mitigate a engage test. We can place a die there to mitigate the squeeze move action. And then we can place any challenge die there as long as it has to do with this type of sentient, this stone type. And the action here is spend 1 boost. If the next challenge die you place on a card in your grid is blank, gain a boost on that card. Oh, that would have been great, like in this instance. Place a blank and I could have gotten 2. But okay, that's the end of the navigate action. I'm not any closer to clearing these die, really. So I guess let's do the engage action. Let's trade right there, because we can perform multiple different actions here. So this is an engage test of 6. Okay, trade with a climbing gear supply store. So a test of 6, that's a big one. All right, so here's 1, 2. Then these 4 will make 6, and I clear the rest. Okay, so I have a couple ways to mitigate these at least. I can spend one of these boosts. I'm kind of fine doing that. I'd gain a boost here. That would be fine. Gain a health would be actually really good. So let's roll these 6 challenge dice. Okay, there's a setback. Take that one. Gain 1 health. Got a blank, 2 morale, and 2 time. I'll take the blank. What do I want to do with these morale and time? Well, I guess I can place a time here. And I think I want to mitigate the 2 morale. So this one will cost me a boost. This one will gain me a boost over here. And then I've just got the 1 time left, and I guess I'm going to lose it. Okay, so let's see what this trade action's all about. I didn't really want to trade. I just wanted to take a challenge and clear my cards. So the climbing gear supply is well stocked with items for both ascending and descending. Choose one. Pay $4 for gear designed for ascending. I don't have $4. Pay $2 for some gear for descending. I don't have $2. Or sell from your inventory. Lose up to 2 cards from your grid, reserve, or supply to gain their coin value. Be kind of a jerk move to sell my loyal Nexus Bear for 10 coins, right? I don't think I really need any coins. I could sell my gear, but it's not like I don't have grid spaces or that I'm having an issue with it. That would get me 7 coins. What I would do with it, I don't know. So yeah, I've got to choose one. I take the sell inventory action. It says sell up to 2 items, so I will sell 0 items. So all right, I definitely want to take the move action now because that'll let me upgrade my character, and then I'm going to try and conquer this city just to see what happens. So we're going to enter on 523 when we're entering over here. And so that says enter the Adventure Academy. That is a movement test of 2. So I could easily just spend these 2 tokens, but instead I will spend 1, and now I have to roll 1 challenge die. All right, and we got health, and I will place that here. So it's a movement test. That gets me 1 boost. And that says, if full, At end of turn, you must lose this card, gain 1 move and 1 engage. You may then replace your character and you transfer your boost with you. So that'll happen at the end of the turn. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the third boost and let's finish with this enter test. So we've entered the Adventure Academy. Students gather at the Adventure Academy for a class about bouldering, that is, dodging boulders. Choose one. Learn to dodge deadly boulders effectively, or dodge a real boulder as a volunteer. And that sounds pretty funny. So let's dodge a real boulder as a volunteer, see how it goes. So it says, roll 1 challenge die. If the result is health, lose 1 health. Ugh, I don't want that. Otherwise, gain 1 morale and 1 boost. Ooh, and 1 boost. That is very useful because I have 6 boost. I can't gain any more. So here, watch this. Roll 1 challenge die. And it's set back. So it's not a health. So we gain a morale and a boost. I can't take the boost. That's okay. But had it been a health, I could have spent a boost to roll it again and then gotten a different result and get the boost back. So that was okay. But I guess that's it for the Adventure Academy. So now it's the end of the turn. So I must lose this card. The boost goes away. I get a couple skill tokens, move and engage. These are going to refresh. And I'm going to replace my character. Here's my new character card, 1442. So this will go away, but I transfer my boost. I still have 6 boost, which is good. Very different looking Soren. It looks like he's got snow gear on though, so fits with this snow gear. And I lose this. And so my options now are I can still buy and I can equip. These options are the same, but this one gains me a boost when I put a time there now. And the effect at the bottom is a little different. When I spend a boost, re-roll 1 of your challenge dice until the result changes. Gain 1 random skill or transfer 1 reserved card into your grid. So, all right. There's our new character. And now we can do something else. And I am going to try and conquer the city of stone here using this Conquer 9 action on the mission. This is ridiculous, but I'm going to spend my 1 overpower token, and I'll have to roll this a test of 8. So we've got 2, 4, 6. We're going to have to refresh. This makes 8, and then 9, 10. That is a big test. So let's roll and see what happens. It's a very interesting one. Boy, it's a lot of dice. Okay. And let's take what we can get. We've got 4 blanks. That's great. 2 setbacks. I don't have a place for setbacks anymore. This is a conquer test, so this force is not available. So I've got 2 health. Well, if it could be anything, that's probably good. And I've got the health. I don't really have a way to mitigate it, so I'm going to just take the 2 health penalty. And let's go to the storybook. So it says, conquer part of a city on a city location. We did that. It requires great strategic planning, a large show of force, and pinpoint execution to conquer a city. Place 1 token on this mission. If there are 3 tokens here, the mission is complete. The action may be used on different cities, with the mission completed when the conquer action is performed 3 times on the same city. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of dice to roll. So that makes more sense to me now because it was called Conquer an Entire City, but the action is conquer part of a city, and I was kind of questioning that. So, boy, that's a lot. Yeah, I really don't have good mitigation for this. So I don't really have any better ideas, and I'm kind of curious about this mission, so I am now going to take that action again. I'm going to conquer again. This time I've got to roll 9. So here's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th goes here. This is wild. There are other city actions I could take. What have I not done? Offer or access or patrol. I don't know if they'll let me access stuff now that I've conquered a third of their city. Let me keep going with this. See how it goes. I've got a lot of challenge or boost dice, so that is helpful. Okay. Setbacks are not so bad in this instance. Another setback, 3 time. Wow, that's a lot of time. And a health. Well, let's spend 1 boost to re-roll 1 of your challenge dice until the result changes. I'm going to do a time 1. All right, setback, great. Then I'll take a time, And I'll place it here and gain a boost. Now I've got a spot for it. Okay, and time is really my lowest resource. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to spend a boost to reroll this time. And it came back morale. I'll take that. And I guess I'll take the health as well. So everything's at 2. It's low, but I'm still in it. So that is a second cube here on conquer an entire city. And so really what choice do I have but to conquer a third time? We got to finish what we started now. So okay, another 9. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This clears. Oh boy. This is not the way I thought this was going to go, but I am curious. Conquering the City of Stone. Picked it just because I hadn't been here before. All because some Arctic pig pup gave me directions on how to get here. Okay, here's 3 blanks. I like that. And a setback. I've got 2 health and 3 time. That is not good. I'm going to mitigate 1 time, get another boost. So here's the boost, and then I'll spend that boost. Let's try and mitigate a time. That's worse. That's worse. Well, better take at least one of those hits. Let's spend another boost. Let's mitigate one of these health now. Blank, yes. All right, let's spend another boost. Mitigate this health. We can't let it get to 0. Blank, that's good. And let's just take the hit with the time, because that is going to be enough. That is our third conquer of this city. I think the City of Stone is ours. And to be clear, I think Soren has done a terrible thing here. But let's go to the Book of Secrets and see what happens now. For this mission, it reads, you waged war on this planet, and your new seat of power is this city. You may either gain Destiny 1602 to pursue an epic victory via it, or any other destiny, placing it in the center, and each player gains 1 random skill. Ignore actions and instructions on the mission from now on, or end the game in a mission victory. You know what? Sure, let's keep going. So let's see what this destiny is. This is card 1602. Escape on an Elder Dragon. All players escape the planet on an Elder Dragon. If you do, you may complete the destiny by reading 1602 in the Book of Secrets. Okay, well, I don't know why I just waged war on... I crash landed on this planet, wandered around for a bit, found a city, decided I could probably take it over. I conquered a city, and now for some reason I want to leave the planet on a dragon. I don't know why I would leave at this point, but sure, it's something to do for another minute. I've hardly got any time or health left, and morale is low too, so I don't think I have too much more in me, but let's see what happens. And each player gains a random skill as well, so let's do that. We get a look, okay? So here's a look skill, and that's good. Because for my next action, I'm going to do this research action, because I don't know where in the name of this planet I'm going to find an Elder Dragon on which to escape. So let's take that research action. And so this is a cost of 2. Research how you can complete the destiny. This action can be performed at most once per game. So the cost is 2. I will spend 1 look skill token, so I only need to roll 1 die. And I have a way to mitigate it and get a boost, which I will do. Oh, it's a blank. Yeah, I'll mitigate it. I'll take the boost. Who cares? And you know what? If the next challenge die you place on a card in your grid is blank, gain a boost on that card. So I will spend this to gain 2 boost here. So okay, that's good. Get a little more boost. And now this is empty. So if empty, lose this card. So that is the end of Slap the Spelunker. But thanks for joining me. He was not expecting me to conquer his city when we started talking in the bar. So he gave me a little boost as a parting gift to not upset me and went on his way. That's probably fine. So let's find out more now. You hear rumors of a dragon living in a mountain just north of the windswept grasslands. You also learn that not all elder dragons are old. Legend tells of a special egg that, when hatched, will bring a new elder dragon into this world. Gain the map of caves, and each player gains 1 random skill. So let's start with the random skill before I forget. I get a move, okay? So here's my move skill, and here's 1252, the map of caves. When placed, gain 1 boost per adjacent card, and you can spend a boost to view page 10 of the Book of Vantages until the end of this turn. All right, so let's place this here so we can gain 2 boost for those adjacent cards, and then immediately spend 1 boost so that I can view page 10 of the Book of Vantages. So that is really cool. So this is from the Book of Vantages. This is page 10. Let me just make a little room. And it's just a enlarged version of this map here. So this is a map of the world. This whole book is really cool. This is a map of the world, and all these pins must be where the caves are. And the dragon is north of the windswept grasslands. Now we're in the city of Stone, and the stony areas to me, I know we were up in the cold north before, and we're not there now. Like a lot of the north looks kind of rocky. But there's also like mountains over here and a little bit here. I don't think we're on this bottom row. This is all water. I haven't seen any water. If I had to guess, I'd say we're over here somewhere, F or J. So the question is, where are the windswept grasslands? I see forests. This is maybe like marsh or, mangroves or something a little bit more swampy. I can't quite tell what's going on here in this grid, but that might be grasslands. Or, oh, those are little houses. That's like a giant city, I think. And so as neat as this is, nothing here is telling me about grasslands. So I can make some guesses as to where my location is, but I don't know which way I should be going from here to find the Elder Dragon or the Elder Dragon egg. Okay. I'm not sure what to do. But I can probably leave my city now. It is my city, right, at this point. And I think I just need to start wandering around. And I don't know, let's just start walking north. Let's go north, so that's going to be a star. I know I at least have the snow gear if I should end up back in the cold. So we'll go north, and this action is hike. This is a movement test of 3. Hike north after passing through the city. And hike is one of the actions that I can mitigate here and gain a boost on my snow gear. That's pretty cool. So I want to roll at least 1. I'm going to spend 1 movement. So I need to roll 2 dice, which allows me to refresh. So 1, 2, and then we'll refresh everything else. This is spent. We roll the 2. And what do we get? A setback and a health. So we'll put the health here, and that'll gain me a boost token. The setback I'll just put back up there. Oh, wait a minute. This is a movement. I can put movement and setbacks here to gain a boost on the map. Sure, that's even better. So get a couple boosts out of this. Now, let's read the booklet. So this is the Depart booklet, 523 North. Hike north after passing through the city. Leaving the city this way makes for a technical but manageable climb. Go to 728. So this goes away, and now we are here. And what is that thing? A sentient is talking to themselves, seemingly gathering the courage to dive off the edge of the cliff. Oh boy. I mean, it's probably because I just took over their whole city, if I had to guess. So let's do the ask engage action, and I will probably spend this. Let's see how big the test is, I guess, first. Just find out, dude, what is your deal? So this is 728. Ask the sentient not to jump. This is a test, an engage test of 6. So yeah, I'll spend this skill token to make it a test of 5. And I've got some ways to mitigate this. Not just by placing 1 here to gain a boost, but I can spend a boost here because we're interacting with the sentient. So that'll allow me to re-roll up to 2 challenge dice. So we'll see if we can make use of that. Let's roll these. All right, 3 blanks, a setback, and a time. I don't think I need to actually do anything. I'll take the setback, and I'll just put the time here and gain a boost. So it seems like we're just going to keep going. So how is this little saga going to end? The sentient waves off your concern, explaining that they're practicing for a much more dangerous leap to the west. You're welcome to join them if you'd like, though. If you agree, gain sentient 1347 and go west to 722. If not, they request that you look for their lost pet, a hovertail that recently flew off to the east. Gain quest 1650. And you know what? We're living for the adventure here. Let's go ahead and join them. That sounds wild. Let's do a big dangerous leap to the west. So we agree. Let's gain sentient 1347. So that is this one here. This is Onyx, the Thrill Seeker. So when placed, gain 2 boost. If empty of boost, lose this card. And then you can spend one. This is similar to the other of these stone-type sentients that we had before. So we'll put a couple of boosts there. They've got some actions. And now we are going west to location 722. So here we go. And boy, yeah, that looks like quite a leap. I do see the help icon over there. This says, clouds drift in a large gap in the path. To the south, the path leads you directly through a series of tumbling boulders. So we're on a real ride here. We we conquered this city, and I just don't think we knew what to do with ourselves after that. We're like, this was too easy conquering this entire city after crash landing on this planet. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just fly away on a dragon? So we start wandering around looking for a dragon, meet this sentient who's like, I'm going to try and jump over this giant gap in a cliff. You want to come? We're like, yeah, let's do it. So I think that sums up where we're at. We've got to leap, right? Let's leap. That's what we said we're going to do. So let's turn to 722 in the move book. Let's see if I fall through the gap. So this is a move test of 4. Leap north across the gap. It doesn't look like I have any way to mitigate any of these rolls. So I'm going to spend my other 2 move. I've got to roll 2 more. And let's see if this is my end. Nope. Got a blank and a setback. We're jumping the gap. This is wild. So leap north across the gap. Clearing this particular gap ignites in you an unexpectedly strong sense of satisfaction. Go to 723. Okay, so I think that is the other side of this card. 723. What is going on here? What have we found? See, the engage icon is up there. A pillar of stones seems like a nice place to have a chat, but you're all alone here at the northern edge of a wide chasm. Wait, so I had like this great sense of satisfaction and I didn't get anything for it? Like I didn't get any morale or anything? Boy, well, I don't really know what's going on here. I guess because the icon's here, I'm going to try and commune just to see what happens. Because I'm feeling kind of directionless now. I'm just running around pushing buttons, causing chaos. So to commune here, X, commune with the lore stone. So we choose the challenge level we want. So let's make X 4 so that I can reset everything here. There's 3, here's a 4th, and then these come off. Okay. We're going to try and commune with this stone. Just because it seems like a nice place to have a chat, I guess. What do we have? A blank, a setback, 2 health. And what can I do about those? Well, I guess I can put one here, which will cost me a boost, and I can put one here, which would gain me a boost, but I'm already full on boost here, so that is forfeited. And so we have communed with the lore stone. You center yourself, becoming one with the lore stone. It speaks to you, revealing the next step in your journey. Roll X skill dice, so in my case that'll be 4. Gain all skills of one type. From the results, you may continue with an action matching the result. All right, so let's commune with this stone, see if it gives me any direction, because I am directionless. Well, 2 health, so let's take the 2 help, and then I may continue with a help action. So here's my 2 help skills, and yeah, let's continue with a help action, because you rarely get to take 2 actions on one card. So let's practice something. I don't know if we're going to be practicing scaling a tower, or practicing meditating with this lore stone, or practicing to escape the planet on an elder dragon. Who knows? This has taken an odd turn after conquering the stone city. So practice an ability that might be useful here or in the surrounding area. That is a cost of 4. All right, well, I guess I will spend the 2, and then I'm rolling 2 more, which I have very little ability to mitigate. I can mitigate a time, and it looks like that's about it. We got a blank and a health, and I can spend a boost to re-roll the health until it's something different. That is another health. That was definitely going to land on health. So that's not different, so I can roll again. We get time. That's a problem too. Oh, I guess I can place the time, get a boost. So that evened out. All right, I've practiced something. Let's find out what. An ability that might be useful here or in the surrounding area. Gain the leap ability, scale ability, or force ability. If you choose the scale ability, you may continue with a move scale action. Well, I like the idea of scaling here and maybe climbing that tower. That's kind of interesting. But if I gain the force action, that pairs with this force here. I haven't come across a lot of force, but if I do, that would be interesting. And yeah, let's take force. I think this would have been helpful before I conquered that city, but spend 2 die to mitigate a force here, or place 1 here, a force to gain a boost. Interesting. And you can do a force 3 test here. Gain the result of a hack, coerce, or enlist action and gain boost on your character. Oh, interesting. And those are color-coded to be take actions. So if I come across a take, the yellow one, that says hack, coerce, or enlist, I can instead do this force test of 3, gain a boost on my character, and then gain the result of that action. That's kind of neat. And then whenever I take a force test, I can mitigate 1 here gives me a boost, and I could spend 2 boosts from here to mitigate another. Huh. All right, that's kind of neat. Well, let's see if we can find something to either hack, coerce, enlist, or force. And so we're going to have to move at this point. Let's go east, west. I don't know if it matters. I guess let's go west. We'll go to 717. So that's a move action of 1. I'm still going to have to roll. It's a standard move action. I haven't taken many of those this game, if any. Health. Uh-oh. Well, let's spend a boost. Roll until we get something else. Time. Oh, that was the one other thing I couldn't get. So let's spend another boost until we don't get time. We get a blank. All right. And now we can move to 717. So we are here. Oh, that looks nice. A crystal clear hot spring beckons to you. So there's no force action. And bathe is not hack, coerce, or enlist. And we can't continue moving west without doing a special movement. But I really don't know what direction to go. I'm just going west at this point. I could go north. I don't really see a benefit to doing any of the other actions. I'm just going to continue moving either north or west. North or west. It looks kind of tough moving north here. Let's go west, which it's also going to be a special movement, but hopefully easier than north. Ooh, I was wrong. West is going to be difficult. We are going to descend west down the cliff. So that is a movement test of 6. I don't have any skill tokens. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to clear the rest of these. We're scaling a cliff. There was at one point I could buy descending gear. I didn't have the money for it, but I wish I had it now. I assume it would help. All right, here we go. Okay, a couple of blanks. Let's start there. I see a setback on a movement action, so I can use that there and get a boost. I don't know if that boost is really doing much for me. And descend is not one of the things we can mitigate here. And let's take the morale hit because I can. And these 2 more health, those are going to be the problem. So let's spend a boost, reroll. Here, I'll put them here. Reroll one of them. Health, we get to roll again. Health. Okay, a blank. And now we will spend another boost to reroll this health. Ooh, morale. Well, I guess we're spending my last boost. And setback. Yeah, so we're going to take that result in order to continue. But I think we are reaching the end here. We conquered a city and then just went out into the wilderness and disappeared, and nobody ever heard from us again. But we descended west down the cliff. You managed to scramble down the cliff face through a layer of fog to a rocky plain below. Go to 711 and gain 1 morale. So, okay, 1 morale. We're changing locations. Whoa, and what is going on here? So this is another rock creature, so we're still in the same area. And the traveler says, this old stone skin lizard has guarded this building from the day it was erected. Don't let its size scare you. Interacting with it is safer than climbing south. But I want to know more about this crazy building. I want to enter it. Oh, but yeah, wow, look at the scale. I didn't see the traveler there. There's the traveler. There's this giant creature. That thing is huge. But I want to find out what's in that building. That's neat. So I'm going to take the enter action. Let's see if the old stone skin lizard lets me. So it's a move test of 4. Enter the ruins or hike around the ruins to the north. And yeah, this is going to be the end of me. So, a movement test of 4. I don't see a way out of this, but let's continue. We have at least 2 blanks and a heart, and what is this? A morale. Oh, let's take the morale. What can I do about the health? Is there anything I can do to mitigate this? And I guess I didn't really specify. I'm trying to enter the ruins. It did give me the option to hike. If I were to hike, I could place this here. I could mitigate it and gain a boost, but I'm not going to change my decision midway. So I don't have a way to mitigate this. I lose 1 health. I am down to 0. So let's read the mission entry in the Take storybook. So this says, you travel to this planet to invade it, but you are exhausted. Choose one. If you completed a destiny, nope, we didn't. If you completed the mission, end the game in a mission victory, your destiny unknown. And there is another option. If you feel that your untimely demise happened far too soon, whether or not you completed the mission, you may rally to take 1 final chance. But I am not going to rally. I think my demise was pretty timely this time. I did a couple of neat things. It was kind of fun to wander around, find a city, and then try and get myself in a place to actually conquer it. And when I did that, that was cool. I don't feel like this destiny was really related to it at all. I didn't understand where I was supposed to go, even looking at the map. I don't know why I've got a map of caves when I'm supposed to be finding like somewhere north of the grasslands. It sounded like I could grow a dragon from an egg. I don't know if it mentioned that an egg might be in a cave, but even so, there was like a ton of caves on that map. I didn't really know where I was. So that was okay. I wish I had found some way to use this. This was pretty cool, that ability, but I got it late in the game. I think it actually would have been pretty fun if I just stayed in the north, ignoring the city thing, and just wandered around with my snow gear, because I haven't explored the cold very much because you lose a lot of health doing that. So maybe that would have been fun, but I don't know. There you go. Soren the Navigator / the Conqueror. He took over the city of Stone and then wandered off in search of a dragon, got distracted by some building, and eaten, I suppose, by a stone skin lizard. So what a guy. So that is a full playthrough of Vantage. This is much more typical of my normal playthroughs of Vantage than what happened in my last video. It's a game of kind of just wandering around and going, well, what does this do? And I find it fun when I have goals, like when I was working on the experience that I had, like that was a nice target to kind of work on. And then I had the city that I was trying to conquer, like that was stuff to do. But after I conquered the city and I felt a little bit lost with this escape on an elder dragon, when I didn't know which way to go, it kind of got less fun. I just started taking risks and wandering around just to see what I bump into and just to see what I could see. Because at that point I was kind of like, I guess the game's sort of over. Let's keep going till I lose enough stats. So I think that's part of the challenge of having a sort of one-shot campaign style game like this. Like, it's not a carryover campaign. It's fully resettable every time you play. There's so much in this game, and it's cool to be surprised each time. Like, oh, what is that? What can I do with this? But when I get into a situation where I don't feel like I have clear direction on my goal, then it's just like, I don't know, it fizzles a little bit for me. But that's okay. I still had a good time playing. I've played a bunch of times, and I'm going to continue to play Vantage. It's pretty fun. I'd be curious to hear about your adventures in this world. If you want to leave some comments, what's your experience been like? And if you made it this far, I take it you enjoyed the video. Again, please leave a like. Maybe share it with somebody else who you think would enjoy it. But that's what I've got this time on Table for One. Thank you so much for watching my solo playthrough of Vantage. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.